Well, hello, my dear friend. Welcome back once again to Blind Dad Does. My name is Ira, and I hope that you guys are having a really good day. It's been a good day here. I am filled up on pizza and chock full of enjoying it. And yeah, it's been kind of one of those days around here, and hopefully everybody out there is having a good day themselves. Give me a brief moment. I forgot to take a little bit of ibuprofen here before the stream, and like 10 seconds left. I'm like, oh crap, I need some ibuprofen. Give me one quick moment here just to get it in my system. Oh yeah, got a little bit of the epic music going on while I take ibuprofen. Wonderful, right? So, hello, Rogue. How you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you here. Ollie, it's good to see you here as well. You, indeed. And dear heart, of course, you're always with me. Always with me, even when you pass out and sleep through everything that I do. But yeah, it's been a good day here, and hopefully everybody out there is having a good time and a good day and all of that kind of good stuff. So, I've got a few things that are on tap tonight. Making sure I didn't miss anything there. Got a few things that are on tap tonight. So one of the things I'm going to do is a bit of art, of course, and I'm going to do things maybe in a little bit of a different way. I made a new song last night too, and I want to make sure that you guys get to hear that too. Hey Lillian, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you here too. And I hope that you guys will enjoy the little song that I created. It's been a little while since I've created some music, and I kind of miss doing it. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's give it a shot and see what happens. And I think it turned out pretty cool. This song that's playing right now, no, it's not one of mine, but yeah, Ollie thinks that it's very adorable, so I figure I'd give that one a shot too. So I'll turn it on here after this little bit of stuff is done on the music and that kind of thing. But how's everybody's day been? What you guys been up to? How is everything going? We had some pizza today. It was homemade pizza, and my wife spent like hours. Her poor little fingers were ground to a bone, and you know, she's so tired the past couple of days, and I was like, I felt so bad for her having to make all of these pizzas and stuff, but you know, they turned out really good, so her sacrifice is well worthwhile, I think. And yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely. You were expecting some horrific twist at the end, so I turned it down a bit near the end. Nope, no horrific twist this time around with the music. Sometimes that happens, but nope, not this time. Not this time. I got in the mood to, like, I don't know, make sort of a celebratory sort of song, I guess, since I hit affiliate and all that kind of good stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling really creative. I want to do something a little bit different, you know. So, hey, Potatoes, how you doing? How you doing? It was for good, Jolene. It was definitely for good. And Jolene will probably pass out within the next hour or so, so I will probably have to take a small break while she gets herself put to bed. But yeah. She's just so exhausted, guys. She's so worn out. But yeah, if you guys want to hear it while I get things started up on Photoshop a little bit here, I will play the new tune for you guys and see what you think. I dig it. I dig it. Here you go. I called this one Celebration Day. I think it's really cute. I think it's really cool. because sometimes in this world, and honestly, I mean, family is what you make of it these days, you know? Whoops, sorry. I'm all nervous. So there you guys go. That's the tune I created last night for you guys. So, hey Artemis, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I deeply appreciate it. And I hope that you guys are having a good night out there in Wonderland, in La La Land, and wherever land you guys happen to be landing within. I'm just kind of getting started a little bit here. In fact, I didn't get a chance to show you guys, actually. For those of you guys that missed yesterday's stream, I did get a piece created that I can show you guys here. Give me a brief moment and I will get it going for you. It is right here. The ever wondrous, the wonderful Beauty of Nightmares created a sketch, and they gave me permission to doink around with it a little bit and see what I could come up with. And this is the art that I ended up creating out of it. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it turned out neat. And she really liked it too, I guess. So that's what's important. The client has to be satisfied, right? So yeah, I think it turned out neat. So ish, not too bad. Oh, that was totally the wrong button. Where did that come from? I think my vape hit the wrong button on my Streamlabs and that, or the Stream Deck, and that's why things went a little bit wonky there for a few moments. I put the thing down and it just went all over the place. So I know. It's terrible. I'm nervous. Okay. I'm really nervous tonight. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm just all over the place here with myself. And hopefully you guys are going to pardon me as I kind of do all of it. But I had a little idea that I wanted to see if I could get worked out with tonight's piece of artwork. And it's one that I've not really given a shot to before. I wanted to kind of like make specifically sort of a creature in some kind of way. So I'm going to give my best whirl to it and see what ends up happening. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but we'll give it a shot, right? That's all that we can do. So I'm just kind of like laying out a little bit about what it might kind of look like or something like that here. And we'll see what happens, but just kind of fading him in from the background a little bit. What I did at the beginning is just kind of like laid down a little bit of texturing just to give the background a little bit of something to work with, you know, something for my eyes to grip hold of and go with and stuff. So yeah, we'll see what works out from here. Yeah, I know. I'm dorky tonight. Just get used in the background and got me up on the phone, but got to do your thing now. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Rogue, for being here. I appreciate it. I hope that you have fun with your thing, whatever it may be. No, don't ban poor Moobot. Moobot is okay. Had itchy trigger fingers there, didn't you, Ollie? So I kind of wanted to do, I don't know, maybe almost an alien looking kind of a creature, but not super like horrifically alien or something like that, but just something like, I don't know, I'm in a cutesy mood today. Ollie, you got me in a cutesy mood today, so I guess I figured I'd do something kind of cutesy here. See what happens with it. So I'm just kind of like laying down maybe where some of the facial structure is going to build off of. It's a bit of a slow process getting things started, so pardon me as I'm trying to work through it here. So, Artemis, what it comes down to basically is that I see too much instead of too little. The type of blindness that I have, it makes my eyes pyramid shaped instead of egg shaped. So when I'm looking at anything that is further away than perhaps an inch or so in front of my face, it gets very lost to me. So I'll give you an example. This right here is a picture of the moon. And you can see that the moon is superimposed with other versions of the moon all over the place. They're, spread around and they're kind of warping and all that kind of stuff. Every single object that exists does exactly this to me. So, like, for instance, looking at my desk here, the tablet, the monitor, the things that are on the monitor, my mixer, my phone, the microphone, all of these things are all warped and shaped like this, superimposing over each other. And basically, by the time everything is said and done, I basically lose everything that exists. So, again, it's a problem of having too much instead of too little. My brain cannot interpret all of the data that's coming in. So if it's further away than just an inch or so in front of my face, it's useless to me. So the way that I work things is, because I cannot do lines and be able to see them effectively, I have to do things like kind of in reverse. So the art that I do, it's kind of akin to a sculptor being able to see the art in the mess, or in the media before they actually start making the first cut into the stone. It's along those kind of lines. I sort of do an underpaint first to get the forms that my brain can grip hold of, and then start building off of from there. So I'll give you an example of how things are like starting off and then how they end for me. Let me see here. So for instance, this fairy thing here that I made yesterday, it ended up like this, but the beginning of it basically was let me see if I can go back to it here. Well, this probably isn't a good example because I did things a little bit different with this one. Oh God, it's the bad Santa song again, guys. It's the bad Santa song again. Okay, let me show you on this one here. Naughty Santa, exactly. And of course it's taking its time to load, but give it a moment. There we go. Okay, so like for this image here, this is how it ended up, but the image started off as this. I just splotched paint on the canvas, and then I built out from there into what you guys see here in the final result. So if you look at this image here, you can kind of see like the outline of where that bot started to form itself. Right here's a little bit of a ground kind of a pattern and that kind of thing. So I just kind of like splat things on the canvas at random in chaos, and it sort of works itself out from there into something that I can make use of. So that's essentially what it comes down to, is just splatting paint on the canvas, and then through a bit of cloud watching, I can pick up an image to start creating from there. So it's sort of, like I said, it's sort of like cloud watching, where if I look at a cloud and I see a bunny, you could look at the cloud and see a dragon, and we're both correct because we're both looking at the same cloud, you see. So it's a little weird, but it's how it works for me. So okay, so let me go back here to this guy and see what I need to do to build up on the idea that I've got. So for those of you guys just tuning in for the first time, welcome. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does. Right now, Blind Dad is trying to do a little bit of art, probably badly, but we'll see what happens. Got some of the weirdest music going on at the moment. Literally, it's called Bad Santa. Let me see here. Yeah, Big Bad Santa. It's from Epidemic Sound. It's one of the songs that they have available. It's weird, but it's cool. I am totally on the wrong brush here too. I just realized that. Let me switch my brushes out, because I just realized I'm actually on one of the brushes that I don't ever use to do sketching with. So let me do that here real quick. See how this one works out. Oh no, am I not showing the image? Oh, you mean just because I had the wrong brush going? Yeah. Yeah. Gonna be heading off anyway, but seriously, I love it. Well, thank you, Artemis. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that you have a great day. I really do. I hope that you have a great day. And thank you so much for being here. So, trivia moment. Let's see. Any specific topic of trivia that you'd like to have? Because maybe I have something weird there. But I'm chock full of useless trivia. So, hey, Tater Thought, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying my time there. Give us something about potatoes. Okay. So potatoes are one of the only plants that the whole plant itself is actually a seed. You could take any part of the potato and actually grow a potato out of. And it doesn't even take much of it. You could take just a little sliver of a potato, plant it in the correct way, and it will actually grow a potato. And it will actually grow a bunch of potatoes, actually. So potatoes are a very interesting little food. You know, they are very cool. So there you go. Useless trivia as far as potatoes goes. Yeah, that's the Discord channel that Artemis runs. Ground potatoes, they go cray. Cut one potato in 6 pieces, and dear goodness, you get so many potatoes from that. Right? Exactly. Potatoes are super cool. You know what I mean? And like, I think that like, if you look into the history of like how potatoes have been a big impactor on like the survival of humanity, it's pretty cool. You know, it really is. Potatoes have been the saviors of mankind for a very long time. Hey, Psycho Raven, how you doing? Currently growing potatoes that had started sprouting before we could cook them. Threw them in a hole in the front garden. That's awesome. Can't stay long because we're overlapping again. Well, thank you very much for being here, Psycho. I don't know. Did you see the final result of the fairy from last night? I don't know if you ever did or not. This is the way that my eyes work. But right there you go. There's the completed result of what I came out with last night. So that's cool. Enjoy yourself. My kids like that game too. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting a little started on this. I'm not sure what direction I'm going to go with like the final result, but we'll see what happens. I'm just kind of like laying down some base ideas here as far as what to do. This is Photoshop. This is Photoshop. I've tried to use a couple of others and they do okay, but the overall like ability of me to use the other programs I think is kind of limited because I've been using Photoshop for a lot of years, so it helps facilitate with my blindness because like I know where all the buttons are compared to what they should be. So yeah, just a little difficult for me to use other ones. Fox, okay, well Bull, have fun with your shower and enjoy it, and congratulations again. For those of you guys not following Fox and Bull, make sure you guys do. They are a great team together. Psycho Raven, you are also a great streamer, and I hope that people will follow you. If you guys don't mind doing like shout outs, I think I've got it set that everybody can do a shout out for themselves if you guys want to hit it up there. And yeah, Photoshop it's been a good one for me. I wish that I could get away from it because it is expensive, but the other programs that are out there, because of the way that my blindness is and stuff, I have to kind of like facilitate things in a weird way. You know what I mean? So it's been the only program that I've been able to find that has been able to work within my limitations. So it's kind of almost looking like weirdly owl-like in some ways here. I don't know. A super old version. Gotcha. Yeah. Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. Could be. Okay, so I'm going to start doing just a little bit of highlighting here so I can get a little bit of a better idea of where I want the things to be. Yeah, Jolene's favorite thing is Nightmare Before Christmas. looking a little weird at the moment. This is one of those things where this is like currently in the infancy of it. You know what I mean? So it looks a little horrific, but I've got an idea with it, and I think I'm going to try to, run with it and see what I can have happen. Can I manage? Will he do it? That's the question of the ages. Okay, Psycho Raven, have a great night, have a good stream, and be safe. Enjoy having the time with the kiddos. Hey, Beauty of Nightmares, how you doing? How you doing, Ray? I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here with me, and yeah, I'm just getting things kind of like started and seeing what I can make here. Kind of had this idea of doing maybe what'll hopefully turn out to be a cutesy kind of a creature. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just kind of like right now laying out where I want the things to be, as far as facial structure and that kind of stuff goes. Getting time to pass out. Yeah, you got to do that 4 a.m. thing again. Horrible. Everybody, please say thank you again to Beauty of Nightmares there, Ray, for allowing me the chance to mess around with the awesome sketch that she had created that let me do that, I think, cool-looking fairy last night. Thanks, Ray. How did your workday go? Was it as tiring as I think it was? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Before even a week and a half ago, I never showed anybody my process of creation. Barely showed anybody my artwork. You guys have been like really amazing to me for opening your arms, you know, to this poor pitiful guy who's trying to do what he can as far as art goes. I can't thank y'all enough, really. I can't. It's like my little family's been through so much darkness, and it's like we came to Twitch not expecting much, you know, because we've had those experiences with YouTube and stuff, and the horror show that it was, and it's like we found this little, in the best of terms, little hippie commune that everybody is like embracing us with love and open arms and everything, and I'm just like, I don't know how to handle this. So gotcha. Yeah, I've had a couple of those little Arizona fiascos myself over time. I don't know what you experienced with it, but I think we all have Arizona fiascos in our life, right? Either way, I'm glad that you are here with us, and that you are well, even if you do have to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. Tone down the brush a little bit there, I think. So for those of you guys just tuning in, actually, I did make a new song in celebration for everything that's been happening of late. And if you guys are willing, I'd like to play it for you. I know a couple of you guys heard it at the beginning there, but there have been people filtering in and out and stuff. So if you don't mind, I'll play it for you guys and see what you think. I really like how it came out. And it's been quite a while since I've made a piece of music new, so Max and I moved out there after our band, moved out there, had our band, and behind the scenes, beat the shit out of me. Okay. All my family and friends were back here. I got one lifetime friend out here. She's the faraway sister to our squad. She lives in Seattle. Gotcha. Okay. I definitely know how that is. My second wife was severely abusive as well, and I went through 5 years worth of hell with her, and thankfully was able to get away. But it, like you, it took me a while to get my life back together again. After all of that, it was hard, and in a lot of ways, I still have a lot of PTSD from the experience, and I probably always will. But when you have people that love you and care about you, it does make things a little easier, you know, to get through. Hey, Lillian. I am very sorry that you had to go through that, you know. Yeah. It was hard. It really was. There were times where I didn't think I'd be able to get away from it. And finally, with the help of a friend, I was able to manage it. But it was hard. You see the back of a body. I could definitely see that too. Yeah, I could definitely see that too. I'm hoping that by the time I can get this like rendered a little bit more, the facial structure will come out a little bit more, but I'm having some difficulty getting it to pop as I'd like it to. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Looks like an Oogie Boogie. Yeah, somebody earlier mentioned that it looked like something from Nightmare Before Christmas too. Let me start this song here. I'm gonna play this for you guys. This is one that I made last night, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Like I said, I haven't made music in a while, but you guys have gotten me so damn creative that now I'm starting to make music again, and I blame all of you guys. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Jolene's loving it because she likes seeing that I'm being creative again, and I don't know. I know that the darkness that I've been through for a little while now has been really hard on her too, to see me go through it because, well, she loves me more than anybody else ever has in my life. And, I appreciate her more than I can ever say, So, let me do this song for you guys. So I made this last night for you guys. Okay. And by the way, let me throw this out here too. Any music that I create, if you guys are interested in using it on your own streams, you're free to. Like, just let me know and I can send you the files. I have no issue with anybody using my music on their streams or anything like that. It's all royalty free, copyright free. It's totally usable by you guys if you ever want to make use of it. So this is the one that I made last night for you guys. So there you go. Just a little song I made last night. Lillian, thank you so much for hosting me over here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I hope that I can all make everything worth your guys' while. So I'm trying to make it like a discernment where this is like, you know how sometimes like amphibians and that kind of thing, they have like different color schemes going on within themselves. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to make an accomplishment here. Cause I think I kind of want him to almost have like an amphib kind of a vibe to him, you know, in some kind of a way. So that's what I'm trying to maybe work out a little bit here. So right now I'm just kind of playing with color schemes a little bit to see what happens. Prince Naveen? I'm not sure who that is. Can you explain that one to me? Just out of curiosity. Oh, the Princess and the Frog. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I had a feeling that's what it was, but I just wanted to make sure. I've got another little song if you guys want to hear it. I didn't make this one last night, but I really like how this one came out. Here you guys go. And again, any of my music you guys are free to use too. Just let me know. Just let me know you want it. So there you go, just a little something for you. Tater, that's an awesome way to look at it. I've never thought about that before, but that is really cool. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Thank you. That is really cool. I love that. That is awesome. All right, well, I got a couple others for you here if you guys want to hear them. This one, okay, so I called this one Come to the Temple. I really like how this one came out. Like, I'm really super proud of this one. I love it. It's weird, but I love it. So there you go. Just a little something. Like I said, any music anybody wants to use, just let me know. I'll happily throw it your way. It's mostly stuff that I created back in my radio days to go as like radio bumpers and that kind of thing for, in between commercial breaks and stuff like that. So. Okay, so when it comes to art, let me go a little bit tutorial on you guys here. When it comes to doing like paintings and that kind of thing, if you want to do like eyeballs, there's a couple of things to keep in mind if you want your eyeballs to like get a little bit more of a like realistic touch. Okay, so one of the things to keep in mind is that eyes are like the way that the front of the eye works is very akin to like how looking at a gem works. So when you look at a gem and you've got like the light, like let's say that for instance that this is a gem, right? A circular kind of shaped gem. The light could be coming from this direction. Okay. So like you see, so the light's coming from this direction right here. The light is not necessarily going to be like showing much right here. Where it's going to be showing is on the opposite end of the gem. So it's going to be appearing in that little bowl part of the gem that's on the opposite side of where the light is. So kind of something to bear in mind wherever you have your light source. If you want your eyes to appear like they're more, poppy, then the best way to do it is to have it so that the highlight on the inside of the eye is brighter on that spot or that side opposite to the light source. I hope that makes sense. Space critters with Metroid. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. So what I'm planning on is I'm going to have the light source coming kind of from this direction here, like I'm kind of shading on this side of the area as if there's like a more intense light that's coming in from above right area. So if I want to have, again, that eye appear a little bit more realistic, then my best bet is to probably have the highlights be right in this zone right here. You see what I mean? And less so up in here. We'll get to that as we go. Like I'm not ready to do like the final polish on anything or anything like that, but like just throwing it out there to keep it in mind that that's why I've got things like colored in the way that I do at the moment. I'm trying to kind of bear that in mind that that's what I'm going to be doing eventually. Let me see. I mean, proportionally, I think I've got them good, a little maybe wonky on this side here that I might want to work out, but let me get a little bit closer to the monitor and I'll see from there. Yeah, so just adding in a little bit of highlights there to make it a little bit more proportional. I'm kind of wanting to give him like a look like he's got one eye like wider open, like he's going, what? That kind of thing. So okay, so at this stage, what I want to do is I want to add in a little bit of texturing. So I'm going to quote unquote cheat a little bit. I know some people will look at this and say, well, no, that's wrong. You can't do that kind of thing. But I'm a blind guy. And I have to do things in ways to help facilitate the blindness a little bit and to be able to work a little bit. So let's do a couple of little tricks that might help to make this guy like pop a little bit more for my purposes here. So give me a moment. I'm looking through my hard drive here, and I'm going to see if I can find something that will work out decently with this. Okay, this one might work. See how that comes out. Okay. I know it looks a little strange right now, but give me a moment. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is using just a little bit of photo textures to like help to add just a little bit of a realistic touch to it in different areas. All right, that's not too bad. Okay, so then what I can do is wrong one. Give me a second here. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to desaturate it up a little bit. I think I'll keep it on that. Okay. So the reason why I'm doing this is because it does make like a little bit easier life when it comes to making like different marks up here on the critters. And unlike with like human beasts, human-like beasts, doing this kind of thing on like an alien critter or something like that actually is a really good way to just add that little touch of realism that you wouldn't expect would be there. You know what I mean? Because while you can hand draw it, and I have, it's more of a matter of just a time saver, you know? So I'm just kind of like taking different textures of like real world creatures, just to give it a little bit more of a sort of a balanced kind of a look. So I'll erase that away. Then I will bring it back in slowly in the places that I would like it to be. So you see, it's kind of helpful to give that little extra punchy realism to it, I guess. So then what I can do is I can take this image right here, clone it, and then basically kind of bring it over here. And then I can transform it. And then try to get it to fit there too. Right. It's a good start. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Kind of going with the elephant textures because right now this guy kind of has, that amphibious sort of a look. And well, elephant skin is pretty interesting in the things that it has the appearance. They have all the little crags and cracks and wiggles and wrinkles and that kind of stuff all over the place. So it makes it an interesting little, texturing to play around with. I usually put the texture onto soft light just because it helps to make things bleed through easier, I guess you could say. And of course my mouse is deciding it wants to screw up right now, so I'm trying to fix it. Cord caught in my stuff here. Okay. So I will once again put a mask on it, and I'm going to delete it away. Just so that I can control it easier, It's important when working with texturing that you want to have full control over the textures. And the one thing I will advocate for is that while doing textures on your paintings and stuff like that can be a lot of fun and stuff, I highly advise to try to do it on your own first before trying to do textures into it. Because knowing the basics of how the anatomy works and how these different things are supposed to look is a big part of the battle in making things have, the appearances that you want them to have. So, it's like I said, it's a matter of trying to trying to figure out like what the realism is supposed to be, right? So if you don't know what realistic things look, oh, apparently my randomness wants to play my song again. That's fine. We'll let it play again. If you don't know like how it's supposed to look to begin with, then when you're trying to lay it down, it can make things a little bit more difficult on you, So it's good to at least have the idea of what things are supposed to be by doing them yourself first. And then you can go in and start using textures and stuff yourself to, just give it that extra hint, that extra touch of things. Now that you know, you see what I mean? They're there as a time saver, but you have to know the basics before you can really make use of it. I hope that all that makes sense. So this is having an interesting little effect here, interesting appearance so far, I think. I'm just kind of trying to go a little lightly, just to give it more of the hint that something is there as opposed to texture. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And then it's kind of just a matter of working it yourself to make it more, punchy and stuff from there, right? You want to use these as guides for you to paint with, as you go along. So I'm not going to just leave it there as it stands at the moment, right? I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use other things as well. And then I'm going to use paint to help to like sell the idea that this is a real creature. So I hope that all that makes sense. Just kind of your way, a way to help like give yourself a benefit of, having that realism there that you might not otherwise expect, Yeah, I think that'll look like a good texture there. Let's see. Go ahead and delete out the rest of it here, and then I can form it up from here. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's looking pretty decent so far, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hey S19, how you doing? How's your day going? Yeah, doing well. Doing well. I've been working on this image here for about an hour or so, and yeah, I think it's turned out pretty decent so far. It's all right for what it is. Trying to think of how I want to do the little bit of spots here on the critter. Because, you know, a lot of like amphibious kind of creatures, they have a little bit of modeling going on and stuff. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Okay, we'll go back to the hard brush as I work on the mouth here a little bit. Yep, I got affiliate as of Monday, which pleases me ever so greatly. I'm getting a bit hungry all of a sudden, unfortunately, so I think I'm going to just do a little be right back here real fast and grab myself a little bit of food because I don't want to do it while on stream here. So just let me do a be right back. Give me like just a couple of minutes. back in the day, I had a lot of pets. And so I had, I hate to say how many, I had 16 cats. We had a bat, snakes, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, here you go. Okay, she's here. This is Eva. Hi, Eva. How you doing, baby girl? Oh, she gave a meow to you guys. This is Eva. She's our good girl. She's definitely an emotional support cat for sure. Okay, you gonna go now? Better? Okay. I don't want to drop her accidentally. There you go. Oh, thank you so much for the follow there, Wee Rooney. I appreciate it. And I hope I'm pronouncing your username correct. Yeah, coming down the pike right now. A little bit of smooth jazz for you. Enjoy your night. All right, well, since we're here on a fresh world, let's go ahead and go over to the survival tent and see if West Tech is spawned. It might be. Who knows? So today was kind of a positive day for us too, because as you notice, I do vape. Need to take a drink here real quick. Need to hydrate. Sometimes on my streams, one of our cats, Eva, likes to come up here on my lap, but she's not with us tonight. She's running around, sleeping elsewhere. I think home. Ooh. Ah, the new farmer. A little more hapto. Welcome. I'm Willis, mayor of Pelican Town. So let me give you guys this one. No matter who you are, and no matter what you're going through, and no matter what anybody else has tried to teach you, you're worthy of being loved. Okay? Don't let anybody ever teach you any different. The only thing that anyone can ever expect of you is that you are the best you that you can be in this moment in time. And that doesn't mean being the best. That just means being the best that you can be right here, right now. Sometimes that is nothing more than being able to get up in the morning and get yourself a bite to eat and go back to bed. Sometimes that's the best you can be at that moment, and that's okay. But that's all that anybody can ever expect of you. So anybody else that expects any different, don't listen to them. Okay? So there you go. My little bit of a dad moment for you guys to grasp hold of and run. Sound weird, you know, some weird old guy on the internet saying that you guys are family, but seriously, if you come here and you spend time with me and you're enjoying yourselves and you're here with the community, like I want you guys to not just be here for me. I want you guys to be here for each other too. You know what I mean? I love seeing the fact that you guys are talking to each other in the chat room here and stuff. Like I've been on Twitch for a little while now, and I see like different people, you know, having their streams and stuff. And it's like the people they don't really like doing art, and hopefully you guys like to see it as well. So today has been an interesting day. I haven't done a whole lot because I've only been awake a very short period of time. Go figure, right? Yeah, go figure. But I had a bit of a late day today before I went to sleep. For those of you guys not aware, I was a third shifter for many years, and much to my poor wifeling's chagrin, I sleep a lot during the daytime as opposed to, because sometimes in this world, and honestly, I mean, family is what you make of it these days. You know, most people have families that just, I bite no bones about it, fucking suck. You know, so, and I don't cuss very much because I'm used to being on the radio. So, you know, I'm really, really, really passionate about something if I do, right? So you got to deal with the FCC regulations when you've got, you know, radio stuff, you know? So, So for me, like seeing you guys like interacting with each other, supporting each other, all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's what I want to be here, you know? It's important to me. So let me give you guys this one. Well, hello, Raiders. Kit Kat, thank you so much for raiding. You caught me while I was AFK just real quick. My sugar was getting a little bit low, so I had to shove some food down real fast. So, but thank you so much for being here. My goodness, it is good to have you. And for everybody here, welcome. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does. Right now, Blind Dad is trying to do art badly. I'm coming up with a little bit of a different kind of a character here. I had an idea that I wanted to run with, and so kind of going with it and seeing what happens. But so far, I don't know. He's kind of cute, I think, in his own little alien sort of a way. But we're not really too far into it. We're just kind of getting things swinging here and running with it. But again, I needed to get a little food in me there real quick, so I had to shove down a Luna bar real fast. So pardon me as I put myself back together again here. For those of you guys not aware, if you guys are just encountering me for the first time, welcome. I hope that you are having a really good day. And I am a blind guy, so I do things a little bit slower than what other people might and do things a little bit different than what other people might. But I give it my best go because that's all that any of us can do in life, right? So need to clean up and get foods. What are you having for your foods there, Kit Kat? We had pizza tonight, and it was really good. But unfortunately, it's like it was one of those situations where I ate a lot, and then suddenly here on stream, I'm like, oh, my sugar is seriously crashing right now. I really got to get something in me at this moment in time, or I'm going to pass out or something right here. So just kind of one of them weird things you have to deal with once in a while. Don't know just yet. Well, whatever it may be, I hope that it is highly enjoyable for you. I'm kind of going with the idea that this guy's kind of maybe a little bit on the amphibious side. So that's kind of why I'm doing some of the texturing and that kind of thing in the way that I am. Some animals, you know, some of the amphibious kind of creatures, they have the modeling and that kind of thing that's going on. So that's what I was kind of working with there before I had to run away. Yeah, so that's kind of the state that I'm in at the moment, just trying to figure out like what I need to do with him next to sort of bring him to the next level of development. I think one of the things I need to do for sure is kind of like discern a little bit more on the shading on the lips here. That's a little too much. Why did my opacity suddenly get turned way up? I went too far. There, I need to smooth that out just a little bit. All right, I'm not sure what this song is, but I don't know if I necessarily care for it. Let me do one of my own songs. I haven't done one of my own songs in a little while. So for those of you guys curious, yeah, I had to make my own music too. This is one of my songs here. There you go. That was just a little song we made here. Simple, but there you go. And I want to make sure to make sure. Yes, I want to make sure to make sure. I'm an author. I can speak. I want to make sure to let you guys know as well that if you are streamers and you'd like to use any of my music, please let me know. I'm more than happy to share it out. It's all royalty free and copyright free, so you guys can make use of it on your own streams if you so desire. Just let me know and I can send you the files. So, the way that I work is a little bit bizarre because of the way my blindness works. I have to start things off in a little bit of a weird way. So, this guy started off basically as a paint splotch on the canvas, and I kind of went from there with it. He started off with this. So I've kind of run from this into what you guys see at the moment. I think so far so good. I mean, for what he is, he's not too shabby so far, yeah. I do think I'm going to select all of the layers. I'm going to copy all the layers and I'm going to merge them into one layer. Because I'm going to do the camera raw filter here. Just so that I can get a little bit of a more of a contrasty thing going on here and run with it from there. Unfortunately, you guys are not going to be able to see the camera raw thing. It's a limitation of Streamlabs and the way that it interacts with Photoshop. But I'll show you guys the results once it's done. Just going to try to find one that's maybe got a good look to it that I can run with it. I have 3 more things to do before I hit affiliate. I might take a while, which is 50 followers. I got lucky with mine. I fell in with a couple of people that I was chatting with, and they ended up doing a couple of shout outs. So it kind of got a little bit of a steam rolling with it. It's definitely an option, you know. I don't know. I've been really lucky with it though, to say the least. I wasn't sure how it happened for me either. My kiddo got really lucky. Like within a week, they were able to get affiliate because they were rated by somebody that was really big. They brought in like 120 people in there. So like immediately, like they got pounced way up, you know? It took me a little bit. What took the longest was the dang average viewers. Oh God. Oh God. That was just a nightmare. But I finally got it as of Monday. So I really did something weird with the camera raw here, but I'm going to try something. The reason why I did this, I'm going to try something and see what happens with it basically. So when you do a filter on Photoshop, you can go up here to edit and you can fade the filter. So one of the options with the fading of the filter is just to like change it so that it's not having as much of an effect by the opacity, but you can also actually like modify the filter by doing a blending mode with it. So I'm going to see if something happens as far as the blending mode goes to make it more useful for me. Probably not, but we're going to give it a shot regardless. Yeah, not really. Okay, we'll go back to normal mode. I liked how it kind of looked, but it really desaturated things a lot, and I didn't necessarily want that. So, yeah, that's okay. We'll just skip doing the camera raw. And we'll run with it from here for right now and see what we can get to come out. I just realized my vape is like almost empty. I'd better fill it up before I accidentally burn my lungs out here, which I have done before. Oh God, hot lava going down into your lungs is not a pleasant feeling. There we go. That'll be better. I thought I filled it up, but I guess I didn't. You're at 28 or 30 out of the 50. So you're getting there. You're getting there. It's kind of funny because like once you start getting to a certain point, it just kind of, it kind of rolls from there. But honestly, once you get to that 50 mark and you've got that little kick over for the affiliate thing, honestly, after that, the amount of followers you have, it doesn't really matter unless you're going for partnership. So I'm kind of digging how he's coming out so far. He's got a I don't know, a unique look to him. Looks like he's a friendly little guy. Maybe. I need to get a little closer to the monitor again here. Okay, so I have the light source kind of coming from this direction right here for the most part, right? So one of the things that you can do as far as eyes goes is, okay, so eyes work a lot like jewelry does, like a gem. With a gem, if you look at like, let's say a spherical gem, and you have light that's coming in from one direction, the light is not necessarily going to be affecting very much like the direct point where it's coming in, right? You'll have some reflection that's there, but the light, most of the light is actually going to affect like the opposite side of that spot where the gem is. So, for instance, again, if I have the light source being from this zone up here, then the most affected by the light is going to be this right here. You see, and on this eye, it's going to be this side right here. It's going to be that back side. So, that's what I want to mess with, is seeing what I can do to kind of like brighten things up a little bit and make the eye kind of a little more poppy and realistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the brush itself into color dodge mode, and I'm going to do the same with the layer itself. Oop, that's soft light. There we go. So both layer and the brush are set on color dodge. I'm going to make the brush a little bit smaller, and I'm doing a soft brush just to kind of work things out here a little bit. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so I'm going to go into normal mode. I'm going to do another layer. Then we're going to add to it here a little bit. This time I'm going to do a hard brush. I don't know. What do you guys think of those eyes there? Okay, I need to let my hand rest here for a second. So how's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody up to? What's going on? We've had a pretty good day here today. We made pizzas for dinner. Well, I say we, but I didn't have much participation in it. My wifeling made it. She did most of the work. She did a good job. It was very tasty. Well, I know I made my own, but, you know. Who put the dough together? Who got everything all prepped up? Yeah. My wife. Yeah. Sheesh. Because, you know, she's awesome like that. Just chilling at the moment. Did a 2-hour stream, and now I don't know when to get out of the chair. I suffer from that greatly, Kit Kat. I know exactly how that is. For me, like after I get done with the stream, usually I end up sitting here for a good half hour afterwards, just like, I'm done. It's a good feeling, though. It's definitely different nowadays for me compared to how it was during the radio days. During the radio days, when I got done with a show, man, I was wiped. I mean, I was just freaking wiped. So, it's weird that at this point in time with the Twitch stuff that, I don't feel that wipeness, you know? I don't. It's been really good. It's been a really nice experience here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of like putting some of the little final polish touches on things, trying to get like the texturing that I've got on the skin to pop in certain areas, you know. These are what I would call the beauty marks, you know. In art, you're always looking for those little beauty marks to be sure to, you know, give that oomph that sells the whole thing, you know. So you have terrible posture and my back is killing me. I definitely get that. I have arthritis in my back really bad, and I also have fibromyalgia. So between the two, it's rough. It is super rough trying to get yourself moving and get going. So I feel you on that one, K-Cat. I do. All too well. All too well. Eat chicks. Oh, hey, this is another song we made. I got that one. Give it. My wife is making very bizarre sounds behind me, and I'm not sure what the heck she's doing. No, it's all good. I don't know if it's actually coming through or not. I don't think it is, but it's just suddenly I'm hearing this kind of weird sounds. I'm like, I don't know what she is doing back there. I cannot tell. You are all good, my love. You do you. You do what you need to do. I'm surprised you're still awake. My poor wifey is so tired today. She is just so exhausted, and I feel really bad for her. Well, that was quite a bit of a transformation there on what I've done here with the like red shadows and stuff. So like one of the things with art, wow, what is up with this funky sound? One of the things with doing paintings and stuff like that, that I've learned over time is that if you want to do shadows in certain ways, one of the ways that you can do them is to bear in mind that skin, for the most part, is semi-translucent. So whatever is underneath the skin. So for example, with humans, it's red blood and red musculature. In the shadowed areas, that red is actually going to come out a little bit more, whereas in the highlighted areas, the oil is reflecting off of the skin, and so you're not seeing the actual pigmentation as much. So between the two, you can kind of go with a desaturated look for the highlights and go for a super saturated look for the shadows, but kind of do a little bit of opposing colors to what your medium, color is. So just something to bear in mind. It's what I try to do. I don't always succeed at it, but it's what I try to give a shot to. So. Either way, though, I do think that made it like pop out a little bit better. Again, compare between the two. There you go. So, and we're still quite a bit ahead from where we were at the beginning of things. This was how we started off, was just a big paint splotch on the canvas, and we've kind of moved into this little guy here. So I'm going to go through and do a little bit more highlighting. Just kind of try and work it out a little bit more, and I'm going to do a hard brush this time around just to see if we can get things to work out a little bit more like sharply so that we don't make it too muddy. And what I want to do as well is to kind of just do these spots that are super bright, right? Like way up into the white end of the scale, but not very prevalent. It's just these little beauty spots to try to help to sell that there's reflections that are going on. But you don't want to I don't want to sit here and do there's the whole highlight. You see what I mean? I don't want to do things along those lines. I want to kind of give it a little bit more of a selling look, so it's like a matter of doing it small and lightly, just to bring out those little extra hints that there's a 3D effect going on there. And you want to do them in smart areas too. So for instance, we've got these little crags on the skin here, you know what I mean? So I can choose some of these little crags to use to go in between where, so again, the light's coming from this direction here, right? So we can kind of go with this idea that maybe these little textured spots, have the depth to them and has some reflectivity to it. So we'll try it. We'll see what happens. It's kind of a thing with this that less is more. Yeah, you kind of pull out your artist's hat here for a moment. Try and do it. Right? I mean, something even just along those lines right there can make a big difference, you know? And then also, I didn't mention, but in the eyes, you notice right here, I've got a little bit of like the wetness going on there in the eyeballs, you know? So like, just again, something to bear in mind that eyeballs do tend to be wet, you know, a little damp. So that dampness is going to be reflecting in whatever light source you have too. I'm not always that good at it because, again, you've got to be kind of like really closely aiming too. But, you know, I try to give it my best. There we go. Try to give a little three-dimensionality to the arm, shoulder area that this guy has. Okay, so we're getting there. Now comes the part of the deal that can be a little bit fun, but also a little bit rough. A little bit of rim lighting. So when it comes to like doing portraits and that kind of thing, one thing that really helps to sell the idea that this is a realistic portrait is to do rim lighting of some kind. And by rim lighting, I mean like an opposing light source from what the standard light source is. So like in this case, we have kind of like maybe a whitish sort of a light that's going on. That's just kind of like reflecting the skin tones there, right? But what we can do is we can do a rim light that has sort of almost an opposing kind of a feel to it. So in this case, what we can do is maybe almost a bluish kind of a color. We can try it out and see what happens. I don't know how this is going to work out. We'll see. But it kind of comes down to a matter of playing around until you get something that works, you know? right. Okay. So you can see what like that did. If I turn this off and turn it back on again, you can see that there's like this kind of a cool rim light effect that's happening that I think looks pretty good. You know, it kind of just adds to the effect a little bit, you know. I have forgotten one part of it though. I need to make sure I do here real quick. So let me go ahead and do that here real quick. Right. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think of our little toady alien looking thing here? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I think that this is a completed project for the most part. Let me be sure to do the final thing that every artist needs to do when they have a project that they've said, okay, I'm done with it. We need to put our artist stamp on it, right? And there we go. There we go. Even the side wispy thing is on its face. You mean the make sure that I mean in this area right here? The one that's right here. This guy. Yeah, I'm okay with it being as it stands just because it's like it's not distinct. Like I want it to be a little bit blurred, you know, because of the fact that it's a little distant from where the front of the face is. And this area right here is kind of like more what's the central area. There is one thing that I could do too. Let me do this just to help again kind of sell the focal point of it. Let me go to the soft brush here and let me go to, let's see if I can find the correct one here. Nope, that is not it. That is not it. Nope, that is not it. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I can do just a little bit of blurring on the edges here. So I'll tell you what, let me turn that layer off. I'm going to select everything and I'm going to copy all of the merged layers together. That way we can get one singular layer. He deserves head pats. There we go. Just kind of blurred out a little bit. If you guys want to see the comparison, that's how it was before. This is how it is now. It's not much, but it's a little subtlety that helps add a little bit more depth of field into it. But, yeah. Now we got the signature on it. All right. Well, I guess this will be a completed project for now, and we can go ahead and call this guy done. I'm not dissatisfied with him. I think it came out okay. Not too bad for a couple hours worth of work and not really having a clue what I was doing to begin with. So, you know, one must do what one must do, right? Right. Exactly. So, yeah. I think I'm going to give somebody a raid here, and let's see who do we want to do. Do we want to do Fox and Bull, or do we want to do Vizard? Let's see. Or trying to see who all I have on. All right, so Vizard, he's a lot of fun. He's really funny. Fox and Bull, they're doing Valheim right now. And then let's see. There's also Lillian Desu, who hosted me here a little bit ago. I guess I can go ahead and give her a raid. She's currently just chatting, so yeah, why don't we do that? How's that sound? We'll pay it forward. That's always a good thing, right? Make sure I spell it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so guys, seriously, thank you for being here with me in this moment in time. I do appreciate it. And let me give you guys a little bit of a dad moment here. You know, the best dad advice ever, right, is if you're not the lead dog, you're always looking at the same scenery. You're always staring at an asshole. Now, legit though, seriously, thank you guys for being here. I deeply appreciate it. Until next time, keep safe out there. Have fun. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And we'll talk to you again later.
Incoming customer detected.
Keep your eyes open, boys.
We need to have a serious talk!
Racing it? It's like, oh, what's up, Blind Dad does and his Raiders? What's good? I am in the middle of drawing my Celestial Maiden. Hi, the real deal Deerheart. The real Deerheart? I'm having problems. I can't speak English. But what's good? We're just in here kind of drawing right now. I'm finishing up, or I'm coloring in my Celestial Maiden. We're not anywhere near finished, but we're giving very ethereal vibes right now with purple hair, a very nice shade of brown skin, and I haven't colored in her dress at all yet. But we made a lot of progress. I know, right? The hair's fun. The hair's fun. I'm gonna give her green highlights, which is why this sea green color is right next to her, because I'm eventually gonna go back in with that. I just finished shading her hair, but what I want to also do is like just add some little tendril accents, or go back in with ooh, wrong thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and add another layer. Add in some more of this some more textural elements to it, really. Ooh, thank you for following. My computer kind of froze, but the real deal heart, thank you for following. Appreciate it. Love all the support. Oh, thank you, Blind Dad. I missed your comment, but yeah, it's coming along really well. It's not your fault. My computer likes to give me problems. It's supposed to be able to handle this shit, but I think I need to clear up some space on my hard drive because it has been yelling at me about that. And I'm trying to do that by posting my streams onto YouTube so I can erase them from my computer, but you know, that's entirely dependent on whether or not I edit the videos, and I haven't been doing that lately. I'm trying to get on it, but I haven't been doing it. But yeah, we're just adding some of these textural elements to make sure her hair is nice and fluffy, poofy. Somebody earlier made the comment she thick, and damn, she is thick. That was intentional. And that's about where we are right now. I'm about to move on to her dress, since I'm pretty much done with what I intend to do with her hair for right now. Oop, not that far. If I do that, I'll be on top of everything else. Brush. Am I just erasing? Is that what's happening? Maybe. Am I using a mouse or a drawing tablet? I'm using a drawing tablet. So I have a Wacom tablet, but what I'm using right now is a Huion, I forget what it's called. Huion, it's a Chinese company. It makes these screens that are comparable to Cintiqs, but instead of, you know, Cintiqs being like a good $2,000 hit to your wallet, a good size is maybe $400, and that's like the bigger one. That, like, my active area is something like 16 inches, 16 by 9. I don't know. I can't math. Yeah, it's about 16 by 9. So it's really, really nice. Is that the same one you use? Oh, I think he might be talking to you. Mine's an XP pen. Hey, we use what we got and we make the most of it. I've been using this lately because somebody gifted it to me, but before I was using this, I was using a Wacom tablet, like a medium-sized Wacom tablet. Oh, I did not know that. Hell.